Joseph, the son of Isaac, sold into slavery by his brothers, thrown into jail by the master of the house because his wife said that he touched her. Yesterday we had Genesis 39. Today we got Genesis 40 through 42. All right. And this is when Joseph is imprisoned. All right. So just stay with me, ride with me, and we're going to get some good Bible truth going. You know what I'm saying? So Joseph is here after he was falsely accused of touching a woman and was thrown in prison because the master has to keep face. So Joseph is in prison, but the Lord is still with Joseph. So he's put over the entire prison. Now I love this because Joseph he's going through these trials and these tribulations, but the Lord is still with him. So it's like, even though he's at a low point in his life, it might not be seen as a low point because there's highs in that low point. He's the head of the prison, basically, but he's still in prison, but he's making the most of the situation that is at hand. And he does that even more when the baker and the cupbearer come to him. And he doesn't yell at everybody, I can interpret dreams, come, let me interpret your dreams. He doesn't scream that throughout the prison. The baker and the cupbearer say they have had dreams and they don't understand them. And then Joseph comes in and says, come to me, I'll interpret your dreams, let me get you right. So he's very humble in a sense, because he's not boastful about what he can or what he cannot do or his position. He's humble. He takes what he gets, you know what I'm saying, and he holds it, and he does his best in that position, and he interprets the dreams to the best of his abilities that God has given him. And then it turns out that these dreams are actually, like him, the way he explained the dreams to the cupbearer and to the baker actually became true. The chief baker saw, verse 16, chapter 14, verse 16 says, when the chief baker saw that the interpretation was good, he said unto Joseph, I also had a dream. So he interpreted his dream after he interpreted the cupbearer's dream. And then it came to pass that both the cupbearer and the baker's dreams became a reality, and the one died and the other lived. You know what I'm saying? The cupbearer gave the cup to Pharaoh and the baker was hanged. And then Pharaoh had dreams, and then the cupbearer remembered that, there's this guy that interprets dreams in the prison. But it's been like 2 years. So mind you, Joseph interpreted these dreams 2 years ago, and he's been big chilling in this prison for 2 years. Just living his life. Making the best of a terrible situation. Because let me be honest, who wants to be in prison? Nobody wants to be locked up. So Pharaoh has these dreams, and he just doesn't know what these dreams mean, and he's trying to figure out. He's calling all the witches and the wizards and all the non-Joseph people to try to interpret these dreams. But then the cupbearer, he's like, why don't I told Joseph that I was gonna keep him in my head and I was gonna get him out. Let me get him out. So now Joseph, like T Grizzly, first day out, he go to Pharaoh. He say, Pharaoh, your dreams mean you're gonna have 7 years of good farming, good crops, good harvest, and then 7 years of famine. So what you want to do, you want to stack up your bread over here in the good times, so that when the bad times come, you got something to fall back on. And Pharaoh like, this is good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Pharaoh's like, this is good. So Pharaoh makes Joseph second to him. So Joseph went from being the favorite of his father to being thrown in a hole to slavery to prison to basically like prime minister of Egypt. And it came full circle, but Joseph never bragged. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like, I'm the master of the house. He wasn't like, I'm the head of the prison. And even when he was prime minister of Egypt, he didn't brag about that either. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? All in all, Joseph, he was being himself. He was staying true to himself and staying true to the Lord. He didn't sleep with Potiphar's wife because he didn't want to do some evil sin against the Lord. He always kept God first in his mind, and he always stayed humble no matter what the situation he was in. And he trusted the Lord through it all. Because in the beginning, he had a dream. And he knew what the dream meant. in seeing that dream, you could say he saw what was to be for him, but it wasn't his situation right then and there. But even at his lowest times, he still trusted in the Lord, trusted that that dream that he had years ago would come to fruition, and what the Lord had promised him would be given to him. But he had to go through those things. He had to get sold into slavery. He had to go to prison, and he had to be at the lowest of the lows, so that when he got what the Lord promised him, which was prime minister of Egypt, he could get it, and he could be humble in it. He wouldn't brag. He wouldn't be like, oh, I came up, I got this, and y'all ain't got nothing. He knows what the lowest of the low is like. So when he gets to that position at the top, he's not going to be power crazy or power hungry, or he's not going to change, because he knows what life is like at the bottom. And then he made it to the top. And when he made it to the top, he never stopped. He was the same Joseph that he was in the beginning. Thank y'all for sticking out with me to the end, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this little Bible study, little reading for y'all today, man. We're going to be back tomorrow with Genesis 42 through 44. I want to keep it together for continuity's sake, because this next part is pretty good. It really shows Joseph's character and the growth that he's had up until this point. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Share with your friends, do all the things. We're going to be back tomorrow with it. You know what I'm saying? Prince Devo. How?